Hi everyone, Diane here, welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be painting this painting, or one like this, which I did earlier. I'm starting this painting with what they call an underpainting, which is a traditional method which has a very good effect on the final painting. This is Kuretake light grey, and I'm just putting a little bit of it all over this piece of paper. Now, what I'm using as paper at the moment, this is Etival. This is Etival 90 pound. They call it fine grain. It's French. It's not 100% cotton. It's, I think it's actually cellulose. Now, I did this painting already, and it's based on a piece of work by Suzanne, who I recommend that you visit and enjoy. She's got lots of courses for you to join, so check her out, please do. And Suzanne has a wonderful range of courses on Skillshare, who are kindly sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives of all types, and no matter what your interest, there's lots here for you to enjoy. I get loads of inspiration and fun from watching other artists create. And this month, I'm looking at a course by Suzanne called Florals Galore. Suzanne is a great teacher of florals and much more. She has many courses on Skillshare, including abstracts and sketchbook work, and is a top teacher. Her style is easy and relaxed, and I'm sure will appeal to you, so please go and visit her on Skillshare, where you can have a free 1 month's membership by clicking on my affiliate link. Plenty of time to find out whether Skillshare is for you. Details are in the description below, and the first 500 to sign up will qualify for the 3 months membership. So don't delay, take a look right away, and now let's go back to today's painting. And anyway, I don't know whether she paints this way or not, but I'm just looking at one of her pictures, and I'm thinking how I would reproduce this. And I think it's a very good idea to break into the paper by putting a very light wash of grey in the background. We can use a colour as well if you want, but grey works. And this is a kind of traditional method. It's not new to me, and it's not new to anyone else. It's a traditional method for starting a painting. And so you do that, and then obviously you're going to need to let it dry, or you're going to dry it. Now, this paper is a bit thinner than what I normally use, but I've taped it down using masking tape, taped it to the paper that is on top of my desk here. And the one I did before, which was this one, I used a very large brush to start the flowers with. So I'm probably going to do the same thing again. And that was a size 14 round. This one's a Craftamo. And I'm going to... Basically, my idea was to do the same thing on different paper. So we'll pick up some pink, and I'm going to paint big flowers over here, but I'm going to do them in a slightly different way. Let's vary the colour a bit, but basically do the same thing. This is not opera or any of those colours. This is just Kuretake. I don't know what colour they call, purple they call that. Don't know why. And then there's a red, this one here. So we'll start off like that, and then wipe my brush, wash my brush, pick up some clean colour, and then we'll go to yellow. Same as I did before, and we'll put some yellow in the middle here. A really big, lovely, sunny yellow flower, and put another one over here, so a little bit more sideways on. If you use the brush sort of on the flat side like that a bit, sometimes you get a good result with the paint kind of drifting away near the heel of the brush. This is the heel. So you can do that. And I'm sort of thinking I might add a little bit of this yellow to these ones here. Don't know whether that's a good idea or not. We'll see. Don't want to mess around too much. You want to be a bit direct. Not sure if that was a good idea. And then, let's see. I mean, this paper might not be very good. I don't know. I haven't really used it yet, so we'll find out. It might not be very suitable for this kind of style of painting. We don't know. We will see. And let's put some reddish buds in places. A red flower here, perhaps. Not keen on that. And so here comes the tissue to dab out the colour. If you don't like what you've done, don't panic. Just get rid of it. So I'm going to call those nice pale flowers now. This one too, better do the same there. And we'll see what happens now. So I need a vase, or a vase, and I don't know what colour to use. Let's use turquoise, shall we? The good thing about Kuretake paints is that they are somewhat opaque, like gouache, but they're also capable of being diluted down without losing their power. So, yeah, they work really quite well. So that is, as I say, quite opaque. And then we can come on top of it with a darker green if we want to. Do some dots and dashes for our vase, and then we could just use the same colour really, only a bit darker for the foreground, what it's standing on. Let's see how that goes. You never know. You just never know what's going to happen when you start painting. And we'll put some stems in. And put some leaves. And like I said in the last one, this is the point at which you sit down and relax a little bit and say, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do more of it. I was watching a video of a lady the other day who does pencil, not watercolor pencil, but pencil and watercolor. And she's very skilled, and she has every last stroke of the pencil planned out. And she is incredible. And I could never in a million years paint like that. I'm exactly the opposite. Nothing is planned. So let's put some little flowers up, leaves up here. I don't know quite how I'm going to attach this one. This one, they're not attached. So anyway, I'll forget about that. We don't bother with attaching something if it doesn't want to be attached. We can do that. My theory is that you should, if you are learning to paint, and we're always learning. I'm learning styles that I never would have imagined that I would want to paint, or I didn't even know existed. So when you're learning a new style or exploring a new paint box, good idea to start off by copying or being inspired by is a good way of putting it. You know, starting with somebody else's painting and do it as near as you can to theirs, and then branch out and do your own version. Okay. Do it completely differently or do it, you know, slightly differently, gradually changing what you do. Allow it to grow. A bit of black in that to make that nice and dark. And then after you've done a lot of leaves, then come back and do some veins and do some dark parts on those leaves. This side, and join them to their stems a little bit, not everywhere, but some places. And then you can do some squiggly bits, just kind of branches coming out from here and there with the odd leaf if you feel you need it. And, you know, using the paintbrush a bit like a stencil to, you know, plonk, 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 plonk. And yeah, you see, you can do that, have more than one dimension. And just keep going. I'm going to put a leaf or two down here. Going to have to be dark, but you can do that with Kiritaki. You can go for the really strong colours. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. And okay, so I'm going to go back into the reds and yellows now. Probably got enough green to be going on with. So let's pick up some more of this bright yellow and put that there. It needs a bit of orange so that it stands out a bit more. A bit more of that orange there. Not as much as that. I'm going to find some pink. Pink. Hang on a second. I've got some. This is Holbein, and this one's called Shell Pink. And I think, I think I want to put that there. I need to get some of those magnetic bits. So I'm going to put that in there. And also this colour, which is called Jaune Brilliant. See what a difference that makes? Those two colours. Yes. And you can use that in other places too. You can use it here. It's kind of, again, it's a little bit, you're annoying. I need to get some of that stuff. You can use it to sort of smush things together, this Jaune Brilliant, and it makes it look quite a lot like gouache. A bit more of that on this pink one here. You see, I quite like that effect. And Yeah, the Jaune Brilliant mixed with other colours like pink and so on. You can put centre in the flower like that. And here, same flower, same kind of thing. So we'll do that. And then we could, I think, want to put in a few more pink ones. Let's say up here. And let's say down here. Over here, perhaps. In the distance. Maybe here. And then what I'm feeling I need is to go really dark for the darks and get some black, blackish green for some of these leaves here in the middle need to be darker. Okay. You could, at this point, go back to your grey and add some shadow in the background here so that it's not completely two-dimensional. It doesn't have to be, you know, much, but just enough to give the impression that light's coming from one side and there's shadow behind at one side. And this needs a bit more colour. Okay, and you could, once that's dry, if you wanted to, you could come in with white and you could do some white lines on bits and pieces if you wanted to. But I think that that's actually okay. So I'll dry that and then call it done, I think. Oh, no, I won't actually, because looking at it, what we have is the centre here is too light. So we'll just add that. So we will remove our masking tape, remembering to pull it off at 45 degrees to avoid tearing. It's always a good idea to do it after you've used the hairdryer on your painting, because that will tend to release the glue a little bit if it's going to stick. That will help. Oh yeah, so that's that. One very loose and relaxed floral. So give it a try, see what you think. It's interesting. I don't think there's anything wrong with that paper, even though it's only £90. That is to say, what's £90? Oh, I don't suppose that's more than 200 grams, is it? Yes, and any flaws in the painting are entirely mine and not anything to do with the paper. So I'll let you go. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and visit us on our website and on Patreon. So I'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.